Okay, welcome to What is Wrong with Me. Oh god, where to start? I guess I could start from the beginning. 5 to 6 years ago, I started getting symptoms of chronic fatigue. Well, it started with gradually I became intolerant to all alcohol. But then I started getting the symptoms even if I didn't drink alcohol, if you know what I mean. So the symptoms are, for me, it feels like a huge hangover. It feels like legs and arms are heavy. I get shortness of breath. I have not had COVID-19 for the past 5 years, so thank you. So the biggest symptom was chronic fatigue, like super chronic, super duper mega fatigue. Sort of like how you would feel if all life was sucked out of you. Also, next to chronic fatigue, there was brain fog. That is definitely a thing. Some mornings I wake up and I am not able to think. And on the really bad days, I have a hard time walking. I don't know what is really wrong with me, but I have been to the doctors monthly. I have been to another city and getting like general diagnostics. I'm totally taking that from 2 Point Hospital. I have had several doctors look into what's wrong with me. And their conclusion was CFS. You have ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. But the thing is, I don't think I have that. I think I have something entirely different. I think I have something that I can't even find when I try to search, to Google search. Because my symptoms are not the same as any other CFS person on forums. They are generally fatigued all the time. Now, with me and my symptoms, they come and go. That is not normal CFS, so I am thinking that I have been misdiagnosed. Now, over the years, I have had my desperate times. I have tried almost anything that I could think of. I do not have vitamin deficiency. Okay. I was so sick in January that I was bedridden for weeks, I want to say. You guys don't see that because I hide it so well. I never record for YouTube on bad days. None of you will ever see that. Only my closest family have ever seen me at this stage that I'm talking about. I am so frustrated, you have no idea. So I started getting a theory that maybe I am reacting to some sort of food in my diet. So I started keto diet. You know, or paleo diet. There's not much difference between those two diets. There's just like a few differences. But anyways, it's close to paleo diet. How humans ate 200,000 years ago. Before agriculture. Before wheat. So I started trying that. And I have had my best energy for the past month. So it seems to me like a keto diet was working for me. So, you know, I have made a food chart over all the foods that I have reintroduced after a couple of days. So, you know, so that I could eliminate if I'm getting the fatigue stuff from anything, you know, in my diet. And so far, it seems like oats is a trigger. I have a question mark on potato. So, that sounds funny. Now I have felt bad again and, you know, sick again. And I also have a theory that banana can cause it. I have a theory that coffee can cause it. Some types of coffee. I have no idea. I'm intolerant to all alcohol. It seems to be oats that is also making me sick. And, you know, in alcohol there is resistant starch. That is also a thing. Is that what causes my misery? When I get sick, it's almost like I get, you know, paralyzed in my body. And the doctors say I have chronic fatigue syndrome. But I have good days. I have days where I can work and do all sorts of things. It's just the contrasts between a good day and a bad day. They are just really big. So it's not a normal pattern. that I see from other people online that got told that they have ME/CFS, their stories are completely different from mine. And you know, I have had a lot of theories over the years. The food stuff is only my current theory, you know, I'm always working towards figuring out for myself what is wrong with me. It is not a life. You know, sometimes I'm too sick to even play the Nintendo Switch, so there you go. It's sort of like a last resort diagnosis that you give to someone when it's like, we don't know what's wrong with you, but you are fatigued, so we give you this. I don't know. That was my thoughts on that. Filming in my car, you know, Smash JT style. Okay, that was all for today, folks.